Alright, so we made it to Disney. We just got checked in at the Caribbean Beach Club Resort, yeah. And we're waiting on our bus to take us down to Animal Kingdom, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Animal Kingdom. So, as you can see, Alex is Disney ready here. Anyway, so once we get there, we're going to hit the park running. We just got into the parks like, what, 20 minutes ago? So
Our first actual reservation that we have is at about I think it's like $3.50. So we have some catching up before we do that because those will be our last two reservations of the day. So we're going to go into the park. We're going to try to hit the safari, we're going to try to hit Everest, then we're going to do all of Pandora, and then have a delicious dinner at Yak and Yeti.
But we are going to take you along. We're going to show you some of the best rides, or at least what we think are some of the best rides at Animal Kingdom, and then we'll take you to our fine dining experience tonight. The first stop. What are you going to see on the safari?
I am going to see a giraffe. I'm going to see the baby elephant. And I bet that's it, unless the lion's up. The new baby elephant. I saw it last time.
Last time. So this is my first time to Animal Kingdom and probably, I don't know why I looked at my watch. First time to Animal Kingdom and probably
5 years?
No longer than that. 2016 was the last time I was here, so 8 years almost. So it'll be interesting to see what all's new, what's changed.
Never been here. It's gonna take the whole time for us to walk the queue line just to get on the ride. I love it.
So we just showed up to the safari. It's actually not horribly busy today. Our African safari tour, and according to Alex, we got the extended version, which she has never been on. We think that might have been because it's not very busy today. As you can probably tell, there's not a whole lot of people out, and normally these places are packed shoulder to shoulder. But we're now on our way to Everest, and you can see a bit better off in the distance. Now this is probably one of the best rides at Animal Kingdom. Now Alex did snag a fast pass or a lightning lane. Lightning lane.
We're gonna try to ride this twice.
Yes. All right, this is a good ride. This is probably one of my favorites here. So let's go get in line. All right, so we got front row on Expedition Everest. So we just finished Expedition Everest, which again is probably one of the best rides here at Animal Kingdom. And we walked on pretty much twice. We did the lightning lane and then went through as single riders, and there was hardly any wait at all. So again, crowds today and right now are pretty slim. We now have a Navi, I don't even know what this ride is. Yeah, the Navi River Journey ride. So Alex wants to get a margarita before we do that, and then we're going to head to Flight of Passage.
Which we bought a lightning lane for that, which was $16 today.
Yeah. Which today we probably didn't need a lightning lane.
Probably not, but it's always
better to have it, not need it. So we're gonna go find a margarita someplace. I don't know where Alex is going to get it.
We are going to Pandora, and we're going to get a margarita with boba in it. I waited 3 hours one time for this ride when it opened.
So we're not talking about the Navi River ride, which we just finished, but we are getting ready to do
that. Is
Flight
what
of
I would
Passage.
imagine what an acid trip would be like. Rite of Passage, which Alex is upset that I don't think that's the best ride I love
in
it.
here.
And we got like the extended version of the queue at the beginning. They deconned us, which they never do, but again, I think it's because they can do the extended of all the rides because there's not a lot of people here. So we're taking the back way, back over from Pandora to Africa to go to the beginning to the Festival of Lion
Now it's time for dinner, so we're going to head back over to the Asia area / the Mount Everest area. I know where Mount Everest is at, but yeah. Again, the park is still open for a couple of hours, and this is the path. So, nobody behind us, nobody in front of us. This is how parks should be.
Yes.
So we're eating at the Yak and Yeti tonight, which is kind of like it's an Asian fusion. So there's Korean and there was some Indian food on there. There's pad thai, there's Korean barbecue, then there's the Indian food, and then there's your normal regular hamburger, ribs, barbecue, and that kind of stuff. So it all looks good on the menu. If you do come here, expect to pay Disney prices. But most of everything is at least $20 a dish, so keep that in mind. The ambiance here is really nice, though. I mean, they've done a good job staging the restaurant, making it look nice. So I got the pork belly bowl. Alex got some pad thai, and then we got a couple of drinks. So we'll show those to you when they come.
Dinner at Yak and Yeti, which we did have to make a reservation for.
It was good. I was worried it was gonna be a little pricey. It was $35, which after having it, I'd say that's probably a pretty accurate price. Like,
The amount of food that you got was worth the price of it.
yeah. It's not the best meal I've ever had, but maybe one of the best meals I've ever had at Disney. So yeah, it was a decently priced meal.
I definitely had leftovers. Unfortunately, I couldn't take them. You can take them. It's just we're going to another park, and I didn't want to carry them around until 11 o'clock.
So speaking of that other park, we're headed over to Magic Kingdom now. We're gonna ride Tron, see some fireworks, and then head back to the hotel for the night. We'll catch you guys over there. Alright, so we made it to Magic Kingdom. There are quite a few more people here at Magic Kingdom than there were at Animal Kingdom. But it is almost firework time. Oops, here in the next 20 minutes from what Alex tells me. So we're going to stand here, hopefully get a good view of the fireworks there behind the castle, and then head over to
Tron. We have a Tron Lightning at 8:45, so we shall be able to make that and watch the fireworks.
Yep. So everybody that wasn't at Animal Kingdom today apparently was
now
at Magic
This
Kingdom.
is the latest park, so it's open till 11.
So we just finished the fireworks. Alex is crying because she saw Tinkerbell and apparently hasn't seen Tinkerbell since,
I was a little girl.
yeah, and took her away to Never Never Land. But unfortunately, she brought her back. So here we are.
Go that way.
So now we are off to the Star Rider one, Tron Legacy. So unfortunately, it's dark out. It's a dark ride. I'm not going to be able to shoot any video in there, but we'll tell you all about it when we get out. All right, here we go. Tron Legacy, here we go. Disappointed by a ride at Disney, but I must say Tron is less than what I expected. It's about a 30-second ride, so if I had had to queue for that and stand in the standby lane for any length of time, I would have been
Thoroughly disappointed.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hype over.
There's a lot of better rides. Like, sure, come and do it once and say you did it, but Space Mountain is a better ride than this. I'd much rather queue Space Mountain any day than queue this ride for what it is. We're calling it a night. We finished up with Space Mountain, which only took about 20 minutes. So they were saying it was about a half-hour standby line, and we did it in 21 minutes. That was about the only other thing we wanted to do here. It's been a long day. We were up early this morning to catch our flight, and now we're going to head back to the hotel and call it a night. So
Good night.
we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow.